as you already know, it is actually week 12. I hope you guys have been doing great. I hope everything's been going well for you. We gotta get back into this football. Shout out to my Panthers. I ain't even get to talk to you guys, man. We played Pat Mahomes, the Chiefs. Unfortunately, we came up short, but yeah, we're gonna get to that part. But I just wanted to say shout out to my boy Bryce Young. The Panthers, we've been looking good, so yeah. Okay, but I'm about to get started with week 12. Week 12. So our first game we have is the Steelers. Steelers had 19. The Browns had 24. Okay. Passing yards, we got Russell Wilson. He had 21. He was 21 for 28. 270 yards with one touchdown. Jameis Winston was 18 for 27. 219 yards with one interception. Rushing yards, we have Jalen Warren, 11 carries, 45 yards with one touchdown. Browns had Nick Chubb, 20 carries, 59 yards with two touchdowns. Receiving yards, we have Calvin Austin III with 3 receptions, 78 yards with one touchdown. And receiving yards for the Browns, Jerry Jeudy, 6 receptions with 85 yards. And the Browns beat the Steelers, which is insane. I think that game was like in the snow or something, but yeah, I didn't watch it, so still not an excuse to lose to the Browns, but hey, it's football, baby. Next game we got is the Titans and the Texans. Titans had 32 points against the Texans, which they had 27. Surprising. Okay. One second, sorry. Can't find what I need. What the heck? Overview. Sorry, guys. There we go. I was looking for my notes. Okay. So, Will Levis, passing yards was 18 for 24, 278 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. CJ Stroud threw 20 for 33, 247 yards, 2 touchdowns with 2 interceptions. Tony Pollard, rushing yards, 24 carries, 119 yards with 1 touchdown. Joe Mixon, 14 carries with 22 yards. Receiving yards, we got Calvin Ridley with 5 receptions and 93 yards. And Nico Collins had 5 receptions, 92 yards with 1 touchdown. And the Titans with the upset against the Texans, 32-27. Crazy. Okay. Next game we have is the Vikings versus the Bears. Vikings had 30 points and the Bears had 27. And it went into final overtime. This week was like kind of week 12 was a good week for football, can't lie. Sam Darnold threw 22 for 34, 330 yards with 2 touchdowns. Caleb Williams, 32 for 47, 340 yards with 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones' rushing yards was 22 carries, 106 yards with 1 touchdown. Caleb Williams, more rushing yards, 6 carries, 33 yards. Receiving yards, we got Jordan Addison, 8 receptions, 162 yards with 1 touchdown. Receiving yards for DJ Moore, 7 receptions, 106 yards with 1 touchdown. And the Vikings won that game against the Browns 30-27. And the Vikings just keep rolling. Next game we got, let me make sure this is right. Next game we have is the Cowboys and the Commanders. see around the Commanders, well, Redskins at the time, and they used to just go through it. So seeing them actually have like a nice quarterback and everything is pretty good to see. But unfortunately, they lost to this game. They lost this game. The Cowboys had 34 and the Commanders had 26. I don't know who likes the Cowboys. I don't know if I said this before, but I don't really mess with the Cowboys. I don't like them. But yeah, the Cowboys won against the Commanders, and passing yards, we got Cooper Rush, 24 for 32, 247 yards with 2 touchdowns. And Jaden Daniels was 25 for 38, 275 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Rushing yards, we got Rico Dowd, 19 carries, 86 yards. And Jaden Daniels had 7 carries, 74 yards with 1 touchdown. CeeDee Lamb had 10 receptions and 67 yards. And Terry McLaurin, 5 receptions, 102 yards with 1 touchdown. And like I said, Cowboys won 34-26 against the Commanders. Okay. Next game we got is the Patriots and the Dolphins. Patriots had 15 points and the Dolphins had 34. Passing yards, we got Drake May. He had 22 for 37, 222 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Tua Tagovailoa. I can't pronounce that name, bro. But Tua, he had 29 for 40, 317 yards with 4 touchdowns. Rushing yards, we got Antonio Gibson, 6 carries, 31 yards. Devon Agnew, 10 carries, 32 yards. Receiving yards, we got Demario Douglas, 5 receptions, 62 yards. Jalen Waddle, he had 8 receptions, 144 yards with 1 touchdown. Next game we got is my team. Shout out to my Panthers. This was a really good game. Didn't expect it to be this good, but yeah, my team really came to play, like even defense, like yeah, we really came to play. I can't lie. I was really impressed. But the Chiefs had 30, the Panthers had 27. Yeah, came down to a field goal, by the way, guys. So yeah, and I think we sacked like Pat Mahomes like 5 times. Like, bro was getting tore up. He was getting tore up. But passing yards, we got Pat Mahomes, 27 for 37, 269 yards with 3 touchdowns. Bryce Young was 21 for 35, 263 yards with 1 touchdown. Rushing yards, we got Kareem Hunt, 16 carries, 68 yards. Chuba Hubbard had 16 carries, 58 yards with 1 touchdown. Receiving yards, we got Noah Gray. He had 4 receptions, 66 yards with 2 touchdowns. And David Moore, he had 6 receptions, 81 yards with 1 touchdown. And we fell short by a field goal, so just keep pounding every day. So, well, this is good because we see that we're growing as a team. Next game, we got the Buccaneers versus the Giants. Giants, they just need to wrap it up for next year. But Bucs had 30, Giants had 7. Passing yards, we got Baker Mayfield, 24 for 30, 294 yards. I don't even know how to pronounce this dude's name. Tommy DeVito. He was 21 for 31, 189 yards. Bucky Irvin had 12 carries, 88 yards with 1 touchdown. Tyrone Tracy Jr. had 9 carries and 42 yards. Receiving yards, we got Mike Evans, 5 receptions, 68 yards. And Malik Neighbors, he's pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. Malik Neighbors had 6 receptions, 64 yards. And the Giants had no chance as they fall short, 30-7. Lions versus the Colts. Lions have 24 and the Colts had 6. Jared Goff passing yards was 26 for 36, 269 yards. Anthony Richardson was 11 for 28, 172 yards. Jamar Gibbs rushing yards was 21 for 90, 21 carries with 90 yards, 2 touchdowns, Anthony Richardson had 10 carries, 61 yards. Receiving yards, we got Jameson Williams with 5 receptions and 64 yards. Michael Pittman Jr. had 6 receptions, 96 yards. And the Lions smacked the Colts 24-6. Next game we got is the Broncos and the Raiders. Broncos at 29. The Raiders at 19. Bo Nix passing yards 25 of 42, 273 yards with 2 touchdowns. Gardner Minshew the second, 25 of 42, 230 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Rushing yards, we got Jaleel McLaughlin, 7 carries, 44 yards. Sincree McCormick, that's an interesting name. McCormick, 5 carries, 33 yards. Receiving yards, we got Cortland Sutton, 8 receptions, 97 yards with 2 touchdowns. Jacoby Myers had 10 receptions with 121 yards. And Broncos won 29-19 against the Raiders. Next game we got is the Cardinals versus the Seahawks. Cardinals had 6, the Seahawks had 16. Passing yards, we got Kyler Murray. He had 24 for 37, 285 yards with 1 interception. Geno Smith was 22 for 31, 254 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Trey Benson's rushing yards, 4 carries, 18 yards. Kenneth Walker III had 16 carries with 41 yards. Receiving yards, we got Trey McBride, 12 receptions, 133 yards. And Jackson Smith Nujuba, 6 receptions, 77 yards with 1 touchdown. And the Seahawks beat the Cardinals by 10, 16-6. Next game we have is the 49ers and the Packers. 49ers had 10. Packers had 38. Passing yards we have is Brandon Allen, 17 for 29, 199 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. That was a lot to say. Jordan Love was 13 for 23, 163 yards with 2 touchdowns. Rushing yards, Christian McCaffrey, 11 carries with 31 yards. Josh Jacobs was 26 carries, 106 yards with 3 touchdowns. George Kittle, receiving yards, 6 receptions, 82 yards with 1 touchdown. Romeo Doubs had 3 receptions, 54 yards, and the Packers beat the 49ers 10-38. Yes, sir. Excuse me. Next we have is the Eagles versus the Rams. Eagles have 37, Rams have 20. Passing yards, Jalen Hurts, 15 for 22, 179 yards, 1 touchdown. Matt Stafford, 24 for 36, 243 yards with 2 touchdowns. Rushing yards, Saquon Barkley had 26 carries, 255 yards with 2 touchdowns. Sheesh. That's a lot. Kareem Williams, 16 carries, 72 yards with 1 touchdown. A.J. Brown, receiving yards, 6 receptions, 109 yards with 1 touchdown. Puka Nacua had 9 receptions, 117 yards. And the Eagles beat the Rams against 37-20. Next game, this is the last game. I forgot that they be having like bye weeks. Yeah, explains because my team didn't play this week actually. But last but not least, this game right here we have is the Rams versus the Chargers. I'm gonna say Rams. Ravens versus the Chargers. The Ravens have 30. Chargers have 23. Passing yards. Lamar Jackson, 16 for 22, 177 yards with 2 touchdowns. Josh Herbert, 21 for 36. My camera just be cutting off on me, but I think I stopped at Josh Herbert. Josh Herbert, 21 for 36, 218 yards. Derrick Henry, we have rushing yards, 24 carries, 140 yards. J.K. Dobson, J.K. Dobson, 6 carries, 40 yards. Receiving yards, we have Zay Flowers, 5 receptions, 62 yards. And Lad McConkey, 6 receptions, 83 yards. Yeah. And the Ravens, of course, beat the Chargers 30-23. Yeah. I want to apologize because I did say I was going to make this longer. Didn't realize how short it was in advance. So, for my people that like the ramble from my football, you guys should give me some ideas on like what could I do or talk about. I'm sorry, I keep sniffing. Sorry, it's really cold outside. Sorry, but I did want to say, like I always do, thank you so much, guys, for supporting me since day one. Thank you for everything. I think what I was saying was, feel free to let me know some ideas or anything you guys want to hear in my videos. I do need to make these rambles a little bit longer. Give me some tips or something that you would like to hear or me say in some of the videos or anything. But I do got some more content coming through. Not so much ASMR, but yeah, I'm about to start venturing out and doing more stuff. Yeah, like I said, thank you so much for the support and everything. Let's stay blessed and positive. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing, keep it moving. Life's beautiful. Love you guys. Alright, stay tuned for the next videos. Bye.